All right. We already did a cling. I'm going to cling again. All right, people. Current energy. Now, as I was dinging, okay, so I went and did groceries, which is usually what I do on Monday. And I was getting the bags out from my back seat, and this man was trying to pull into the spot. And like I knew he was there, but I was doing something. So I didn't like do the Canadian nice thing and like shut my doors right away so this asshole could just pull in. I fucking made him wait for a second. And I slammed the doors, like not slam, but like I shut the doors or whatever and locked it. And then he pulled in, like didn't even let me walk. He pulled in as soon as I shut the doors. And my sister came out from the other side of the car and I just said out loud, patience, like, patience is a virtue. And I kind of, as I said it, looked over in his truck and his back window was open. So I guess he heard me. And he yelled across the parking lot, "Was that for me?" And then honked his horn. I'm talking like a 75-year-old man, okay, 80-year-old man. And I just ignore him. Like my sister doesn't know that I can hear him. She thinks I can't hear him. And then he honks his fucking horn, right? Yells at the window again. Was that comment for me? I keep walking because I'm not going to get into a fight with an 80-year-old fucking man in a park at a goddamn grocery store. Like I was like, what is happening right now? This is the fucking energy. So I get in, my sister and I get into the grocery store and we go the opposite direction because I know that this man is going to come into the fruits and vegetable aisle like everybody does. So we just started on the opposite end. I was like, I just want to get away from this man's energy. Let's go to the opposite side. So we're in the middle of the grocery store in the middle lane trying to figure out where we're going to start. This motherfucker comes up. He chased us down. He chased us down with his service dog and his fucking cart. And he wasn't like frail or anything. Don't get me wrong. This man was not a frail old man. He was quite in shape. He comes chasing after us and he's like, "Did you mean that comment in the parking lot?" And I go, "Did you just fucking hunt me down? Two women in a fucking grocery store for a comment that was said in a parking lot?" He wasn't expecting me to snap back at him. He said some snarky little comment and I go, "Man," I go, "get the fuck away from us." I go, "You just chased a woman down in a grocery store. I'm like, hope you feel good about yourself now for the rest of the day." Calls me a fat bitch. I'm like a size 8. I'm like, okay, fat? Wow, you could have picked anything. Could have called me a fucking bitch. Would have been better than a fat bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? Bitch, I can see my ribs. What are you talking about? So there was this alarming amount of hostility. Okay, and I don't know. Oh, look at that. The first house. I don't know what the hell happened today at the grocery store, but 2 people freaked out on my sister and I. 2, one woman and one man. And I swear, like if you knew us, I don't cause conflict anywhere I go. That's actually the opposite. Like I said, I went to the opposite side of the store just to avoid that man because I didn't mean to say it the way that he took it. But like you want to start, like you could tell when people just want to beef with you. Like you can tell when somebody just wants to start a fight with you. Like it doesn't matter what you say. You could just look in their direction, okay, and they catch a look off of you when suddenly you think about something sour and it goes on your face and somebody thinks that you're giving them a bad look and then suddenly it's confrontation. Like, and you know, I'm surprised because that would be trauma confrontation. And yesterday we had the 12th house, but it's the first house today. So I'm almost thinking like, because we know that collective is in front of the karmics, okay? It's hard to explain, but like when you open up your third eye, when you become like conscious of the fact that the 3D is not the only dimension here. Okay. You begin to start awakening your senses and you become alive, right? You go from like robotic to suddenly, whoa, there's a lot more here than like what I ever gave my energy to before. Once you kind of like realize that and open up, you become a different part of the spectrum instantly. And that means that you are of higher elevation now because you're no longer on the ground in, you know, the one dimension, right? You're now focusing on everything around you. Okay. So it takes you from one state of consciousness to the other. So I feel like because of that, you then get consciously put in front of people, you know, because you start to elevate. What up, everybody? I can't really see you, but what up? Okay, you start to like consciously elevate. Okay, that's the main target. So then you can get away from these nasty energies. You know, because if I would have been 20-year-old Whitney, I might have like started a fight in the parking lot with Auto Man. But because I'm not like that, and you can't get me all wound up anymore, the one thing I do is I bark. Okay, I'll fucking bark at anybody. I don't give a shit. You come up on me, you say something to me that's completely inappropriate, and you think you're gonna shut me down, bitch? I know how to bark. I don't bite, but I'll fucking bark. Okay, it's the one thing I know how to do. It's what I was taught to do because of the fucking stranger danger, right? If you're not protecting yourself, who the fuck is protecting you? Okay, because apparently nobody else is around. Okay, so I had to infuse that and go like, wow, I've elevated beyond that 80-year-old man that is starting a fight with a 40-year-old woman who's just trying to do her groceries. That's all I did. All I said was the word patience. And it sent this man off into like, it's the same thing. I said the word greedy to my sister's ex-husband and he went red and threw his hands in my face. It was one word. You ever notice that? It could be one word. And if that person does not want to hear that word, it's like you turn them into like a Satan, you know, like you turn them into a devil. They go red, they get angry, they chase you down. And it's like, how confrontational are you? Like, it's a word. We've talked about this. Try not to get your, you know, equilibrium all thrown off because somebody says a word to you. I mean, you got to be more grounded in your shit. Patience shouldn't bother you. Like, I get it. It can be mad ignorant to hear the word patience when you've been, say, like waiting in line for 3 hours and somebody says you can have some patience. But to tell a man just to back off for a second, it literally, all he had to wait was 5 seconds. And that threw him into a fucking frenzy. Like, what? Clearly that man looks for altercations. He looks for people to say something to him so he can chase them down and get his sexual frustration out because he's probably not been laid since fucking Nam. Okay, he's that fucking old. He literally probably hasn't been laid since the war. Okay, everybody loves a good soldier until they come home, right? So now he's been at home fucking with this chip on his shoulder for 50 years because nobody will suck his dick anymore, and he gets angry at women. I mean, it makes sense. It's what you harbor. People harbor displacement because they don't deal with their shit. So they just get angry. And what they do with that anger is they mix it with liquor, right? Because like, that's obviously, might as well, you gotta, you know, you already got the gun, you might as well load it. Okay. And that's how people think, right? It's just like, it's constant confrontation. It's constant. What'd you say to me? Why are you looking at me? Did you just cut me off? And it's like, did you leave your apartment angry? Like, because I feel really bad for you because if you're just angry all the time, you got to fix your life. Okay. Nobody else is going to do it for you, which is kind of humiliating to think anybody should fix your life. It's your life, not theirs. Okay, so back the fuck off. Okay, so we have Jupiter in the building. Jupiter's big. That's the go big or go home. Jupiter's big in the first house, and then Virgo energy. It's like somebody has to step. It's like maybe they're alchemizing alchemizing their next move in some way, or it is just a Virgo energy. But go big or go home. This is the next big thing somebody does. This is a part of your identity and a part of immediate situation. Security. Good fortune. Like, I feel like if somebody makes a big move, it's going to be, you know, if you have been, there's Justice and the Hierophant. Weird. If you have been kind of held back a little bit, okay, waiting for this move, waiting for yourself to make this move, I think you're going to do it now. Come out of hiding, step into your identity, boom, go big or go home. Step into your identity. That's the thing. That thing at the grocery store was something. It was like that man was looking for something big. He was looking for a fight, you know, and like, and I had to come out of my hiding to confront this man that was just been going around, obviously terrorizing women. Okay. You're not going to terrorize me. I'm like a Kevlar vest, okay? Even if you fucking shoot at me, I'm just gonna deflect it, okay? Might hurt a bit, but I ain't gonna absorb that shit, okay? So you gotta be like titanium, okay? You gotta not let somebody get under your skin or somebody get into your head or somebody do something to whatever this first house is, because you are the first house. Okay, that's your identity. That's who you are. That's what you represent. That's your morals. That's everything, okay? Now we've got the Two of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. So see this back and forth, right? He's got two decisions here. He's got two fucking reams of, you know, I don't know, ways of making money or jobs, or two ways of bringing something in or balancing two. But they got to almost like for the Ten of Pentacles, it's finally make a decision towards, I mean, the Ten of Pentacles is big. There's death and the World, nice. And the Queen of Pentacles and the Magician, fucking, and the Ace of Swords on, oh, geez, Louise, this is really big. Woo. Six of Swords in reverse. Nice. Okay, so this is definitely not something that you're going to have to be running away from, because the Six of Swords is about you having to move on, right? You got to get away out of a situation and you fucking leave. Okay, it's about leaving. Okay, it's a transition. It's a rite of passage. Okay, it's unburdening yourself from something. Damn fucking right. With this Two of Cups, so 222, by the way, very significant here. And then the Magician ends it all off. Okay, who's the number one? The Arcana. Okay, so there's your first house. So somebody is a magician here. Okay, he holds the power of all the elements in the palm of his hand. Fucking right. So somebody's got a lot of power. Okay, they can do a lot of things. And maybe this power was taken away from you, and that's why you're now no longer having to move, because there could have been a huge transition where you were constantly moving, which is possibly the Wands. It's a journey, and it's a long journey sometimes. Okay, especially if you don't know where you're going and you got to stay kind of at sea, right? You got to pick a direction, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the right one that you really want to do. This is a sacrifice. This Magician made a sacrifice, which is obviously why he's in Virgo energy, because I mean, the Magician and what would that be? The Hermit, Magician, Hermit, very alike energies, right? Alchemizers, able to do things, able to put their mind towards things, very much keep to themselves, but manifestos, you know, like the ones that want to do something are the Magicians, because they know they can do it. It's like they pull it out of their fucking ass somehow. It looks easy, but it doesn't mean that it actually is. Okay, so it's like somebody's stepping into their magician. That's their truth. That's them recognizing who the fuck they are, right? If you got magical powers, you got to stand up and use them. And that's the thing. It's like start, you know, this is a fun reading, because it's almost like start having fun with magic. Like the only thing you have to do with magic is it's your intention. It's to concentrate on an intention, i.e. something like, I want a lot of money. That's a fucking spell. That's all you have to say, but you got to concentrate on it, and you got to memorize it. You got to say it over and over and over and over and over again. Okay. There's different ailments that that you can add to it, like a green candle. You can add a coin on your altar. You can set things up. You got to clear your, right? Somebody, I'm getting the goosebumps. Like magic is very easy. It's not like, it wasn't designed to be some technical unit that you had to go to school and learn. Magic can be as easy as like literally 1, 2, 3, boom, abracadabra, I want something. But it's not, you can't use your ego. Ego has nothing to do with magic. You have to be practical with things. And along with being practical, when you do magic, it's your manifesto, which means you have to start following spirit in order to reach it. It's not some type of like, I don't know, factory where the world hears your spell and then factorizes it and fucking sends it to you via like Amazon. Okay. No, this is, you want something, the world will finally start giving you signs. Then you say you want something and it's on your path. It's something that's doable. You'll start seeing signs, which means you're also going to use your, I call it dyslexia. It's a part of, it's like given an extra chromosome, okay? You see things, hear things that are different. They're not what's actually said, but it's what you hear, it's what you see. So for instance, if you're starting to open up your third eye, the signs and the spirits will come through to you, which means they will jump into your eyes really quick and make you see something that's not there, okay? But it is there because you saw it, which means spirit jumped into your eyes, changed a word, say the word, say it's a street name, okay? It could be like Hilton, but you'll see something like Get Milk, okay? And you'll be like, damn, I swear to God, I just saw Get Milk in that. But people just, they think it's, it's something playing tricks on them or something, when really the universe is like, yo, you need milk. Like, it's as easy as that. Like, if you want the spirits to communicate with you, trust me, but you have to believe it. A part of being the magician is the fact of believing what it is you're doing, even if it looks like an illusion. It only looks like an illusion if it's not real. The magician is better than that. He knows as long as other people see it as an illusion, it's real to him. Okay, who cares what people think? It doesn't matter, okay? So with the world here and the 2 of Cups, it's almost like with this 222, that's change, okay? That's like, hold on. Okay, well, we're gonna wait for this to load up because I like to save the battery power, so I turn it off. I'm going to let this load up, and I'm going to read the definition of the spiritual meaning of 222. Okay, and look at that. Under the 2 of Cups is the King of Wands, and the King of Wands gets shit done. Okay, the King of Wands isn't somebody that sits around on his ass and gets other people to do shit for him. He's the one that's actually doing things. Okay, so with the world here, the end is near because there is a major shift. Okay, and it's not the end of something, it's the beginning of something. But in order to get a beginning, there's an ending, okay? Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. We can't have beginnings without endings. All right, here we go. God damn, take a little bit more time there loading. I get the worst reception in this room. I don't understand. There we go. You got to point it at the ground. Okay. A powerful message of harmony, balance, and alignment. often signaling that you are in the right place at the right time. It serves as a nudge from the universe to maintain faith, trust in divine timing, and cultivate cooperation in your relationships and life path. That is seeing 222, people. Okay. So I feel like somebody is definitely collaborating with the universe. Okay. And when you see signs change and stuff, that is divine timing. Right? What up, Steven? There's my moderator. I can always see you because you're in a different color. Whitney's eyes are hurting today, so she has glasses on and can't see shit. So I will read the chat tomorrow, though, and I love that you guys are talking. I read it all and laugh hysterically the next day when I channel what the fuck this was about, because I'll never remember. Because I'm not supposed to remember, because that's not my job. It's not my job to memorize this shit. You know what I mean? Okay. So you are aligned with the universe, and this is going to change. Like you, and okay, it's not seeing is believing, it's believing is seeing. You have to believe what you see. That's what makes magic magic. Okay? If it was seeing is believing, then, you know, I mean, that would be a skepticism move, okay? Because skeptics, they have to see to believe, okay? Scientists have to see to believe. They need matter. They need reason. Magic, there is no rhyme or reason or fucking bullshit 3D. It's all, you either believe it and believe what you're doing and believe in your gifts, or just be a robot and stop believing, because you're just wasting you're wasting it. You're wasting it. Look at this. I fucking know somebody's in touch with something. High, low, everything in between. That's fucking galactic shit right there. Also very Aquarius energy, okay? Scorpio's here. Aquarius is here. That's powerful as fuck, okay? Aries energy is here. Taurus energy is here. Virgo energy is here. Nine of Pentacles. And then, of course, when we start talking about everybody, the devil has to show up, because heaven forbid we forget about this asshole. Okay, so the devil is here, but in reverse. And you see, he is the puppet master. Okay, and he controls everybody that lets his ass control them. Okay, and that's by not, you know, people who are controlled by the devil don't believe that there's something higher than the devil. And I'm like, really? You think like that's it? Like that's the only thing that has power in this world is the fucking devil? Really? Really? Okay, I'm the fucking devil. Okay, like honestly, I'm not the most powerful thing here. Trust me. Okay, so here is the the Four of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. Pick a fate, any fate. I'm telling you, and I just looked at the Magician. Pick a fucking spell, any spell, do it, and see if it fucking works. Honestly. Test the universe. Who gives a shit? Universe doesn't care. They'll laugh at you. Okay, because they know you're powerful, and really you're going to test the universe? Oh, okay. That's your first mistake, but they will laugh and tell you the truth at the same time. Okay, so reunion, reconciliation, the monster comes home. The monster comes home. The monster comes home. The monster, the devil, sex, obsession, addiction, enslavement, all the things that make life worth living. Yeah, okay. Yeah, says who? Okay, so this Nine of Pentacles in the lap of luxury. And then she's got a Sphinx underneath her, and the Sphinxes, they were like in one of the decks, they're considered a place of like retreat, like almost like I guess back in the day, I think the Egyptians all lived in the Sphinxes, I think. And so it was a place of like, you know, living. It was like what is this goddamn word? Sanctuary. Okay, it's a goddamn sanctuary. Okay, that's what I perceive the Sphinxes as. Okay, so the fact that they're here and then in the lap of luxury, okay, I don't know if like somebody somebody's life's about to change. And like, that's all I just heard in my head. And maybe this has a lot to do with money. I don't know. Maybe you're going to do some money spells or something and see what happens. And like, there are a lot of money ritual spells that you can do. And it's all like super fucking easy stuff to do. It's not designed to be difficult. Okay, super easy, especially if you've never like used magic before, if you've never believed in it or you never thought that it was something you could do, then that means you're a beginner. You're a new blood. Okay, and your magic is going to be fucking powerful. Like, especially if you start, like I carved this myself. I wasn't necessarily like carved, but like it was a shitty piece of, and I sat by the fire and I made a bunch of wands one year and I burned them in the fire and then I covered them in gold. And they, you know, I charged them in the moonlight. They got charged in the full moon this time. So there's a lot of power in them. I also charged my dice in the moonlight. I charged my crystals in the moonlight the other day because the moon was just fucking huge here. So I took advantage of that and started charging all my stuff. There's another wand that I did. And I sat by the fire for a while chiseling at these. This one I usually use when I'm like writing spells out. So I'll have a pen there and then I'll hold this one there too. So because I can't write with it, although I should make one a pen. That's a great idea. Wow. Okay. So I don't know, maybe somebody like once you start making shit, watch it change your life. Okay. Honestly. And like, you want to believe. You don't want to believe. I'm not going to tell you to believe, but I think you should. Okay. And I don't know. We just got Ghost. Patrick Swayze here or somebody's pick a fate, any fate. With a ghost. I don't know. Maybe someone's going to wish for somebody to come back from the past and it actually happens. That's what I say. I just heard again, manifest away, people. Because if it's not right, okay, that's the good thing about magic. You put your intention out there. If it isn't right, it won't come to you because it just won't. You can't force something. It'll either come to you or it won't, right? You'll either find it in divine timing, in serendipitous moments, or it doesn't happen, which means it's not for you. To chase something down, okay, is the chasing that we've been talking about to stop doing. It either works for you because you throw the line out there and you catch the fucking fish. Don't wait there for days and days and days and keep throwing more bait in and throwing more bait in. If it ain't biting, try another lake. Okay. Honestly, like, I don't know how else to like explain it to somebody because it's just an acronym. It's just an analogy. It's just not an acronym. I don't know why I said that. It's just an analogy. Okay. There's social network. Yeah. See, maybe somebody's going to find your profile. Okay. Ace of Cups. Fear. It's a false illusion, people. Okay, it's false evidence appearing real. And then the song card. So this is a good one because you know that I channel a lot of songs on this show. I don't know what else I like to call it other than the Whitney show. Okay, so I channel a lot and I'm getting Slipknot right now. And Korn, the very first album. It go the one where he goes, "Are you ready?" I'm trying to get the song to play, but my God, it's a long intro. I don't know. So like, I channel a lot of songs. It's a way that spirit communicates with you. Like if you're driving, okay, and like you listen to the radio and suddenly, you ask the universe a question or something, and then the next song comes on and, like say you ask a question like, does somebody like you? Okay, does this, like, even if it's your fucking mother, okay, somebody like me, and then I just heard if the song that comes on is that song that's called I Hate Everything About You, it could be that person does not like you. Okay. But also I like to play that game. Okay. I'm going to tell you a psychic game I like to play. Okay. I'm going to let you into the mind of Moonshine. Okay. I'm rhyming a lot these days. That's a witch thing too, by the way. Rhyming is just very magical. Okay. So with the songs, what I like to do is I like to pull up my Spotify. Okay. And, in order to open up the door a little bit more, sometimes I'll put on that smart shuffle. Okay. But before I hit shuffle, I'll go into my like songs or into a playlist, whatever. It doesn't matter. Whatever you do on Spotify, you fucking do it. Okay. Go into something, hit the smart shuffle just in case. But not yet. Don't hit it yet. Okay. I haven't told you. I did tell you to hit it, but don't hit it yet. So you sit there with your Spotify, clear your mind. Okay. Ding your fucking bells. Make sure you're grounded. Make sure your house is clear. Your mind is clear. Things are clear. And speak to your Spotify. I like to do it in my head. I don't necessarily like a whole lot of things being able to hear my voice when I'm doing magic. So I speak telepathically to a lot of things. Okay. So whether you do it out loud or you do it in your head, however way you want to do it, ask Spotify to channel your answer for you. Okay. You can actually, I don't ask Spotify. I ask Spirit to channel through Spotify, allowing me, and I'll use the name of the song to answer the question. Okay. So I ask the question and then I'll hit the smart shuffle 3 times. Okay, the different shuffle time 3 times, so then the universe can get it aligned, okay? And then I hit play. And whatever the song comes up, I consider as my answer. And I'll even hit the next, just to see if the next song aligns with the same theme, then I'll take that as my answer. And it can get pretty fun, actually. Okay. Spirit is very fun. They will communicate in a lot of different ways, and it takes time and it takes effort. But if you need quick answers, like I literally watched a girl the other day on her Instagram. She had her tarot deck and she didn't know which bottle of wine to buy. So she shuffled her tarot deck. And a knight came out, like the Knight of Cups, and she was like, okay, I got to find a bottle of wine with a horse on it. And she literally just stood in the store in the LCBO and went, all right, Spirit, tell me which wine to buy. And she had to say like white wine. She said red wine. Tell me which bottle of red wine to buy. And then a horse was on the picture. She saw a horse on one of the labels and she bought it and she loved it. And I was like, you can do that? Like I can just carry my tarot cards around with me and ask questions like that? What the fuck? 13, no, how long have I been doing this? Since I was 27. So 13 years. Yeah, I was established in 2013 is when I opened up my third eye. I have been doing this forever. Okay. Honestly, I've been doing this for so long. And I still don't know that I'm just allowed to ask questions because I just don't. Okay. So use that. Honestly, communicate your fucking ass off. See what you get back. Okay. That's all Spirit's saying is see what you get back. I mean, you can't knock it until you try it. You can't shit talk it until at least you read about it or experience it for yourself, right? Because always remember, for some reason, and I don't really know why, I don't know why people want to sabotage so much. Like, I don't know why there's just so much anger and so I always try to like even put reviews in Amazon and stuff. So I'll let people know if a good product is good or if a product that I bought is bad. So then at least people can just get some fucking advice because it doesn't really seem like too many people want other people to succeed. It's like if they buy something shitty, they want other people to buy it too. So then they're not the only one. If I buy something shitty, I want people to know I bought something shitty so then you go waste your money because I know what it's like to fucking work for $1. Okay. I know what it's like to work for $5. I know what it's like to fucking work for money. It doesn't just fall from the sky for me. I'm not saying it does for anybody, but I'm just saying it never has. I don't know if it ever will, but I'm just saying I've had to work for my money. So I know the value of it, right? And I know the value of magic because I've done a lot of it. And trust me, I wouldn't be in this position if Spirit wasn't already like this with me. If I didn't connect with them, if I didn't believe what I was seeing, because I'm literally seeing what I just said. I know I'm a psychic. I know I can predict time. I know I can predict things that happen if I'm on my divine timing. then fucking right. I can predict anything that happens that day. If I'm riding the fucking, the sunshine train that I know I'm supposed to be on because I followed my fucking gut and I went and I did something I'm supposed to do, then fucking right. I know I'm connected because I see it. Okay. My sister and I will be having conversations. It doesn't always work. It works all the time for me. I don't always have to have like somebody with me talking to me to be, connecting with spirit. But often when my sister and I are talking about something, like we were literally talking about my landlord as we were leaving here because our hot water tanks are out again. So, I was literally talking to one of the tenants here, and we were talking about old fucking Roger. Here we go. Fucking fat Roger's coming over to cut the lawn, but not fix the hot water tank. Fucking idiot. Here he is again, talking about him. And I decide, we leave because we have to go run our errands. And I decide, you know what? I'm going to stop at the pet store because there was a couple things I needed to buy, and it's on the other side of town. And we were on the other side of town. So I said, fuck it. I'll just stop and get it. Well, guess who was in the parking lot? Old fat Roger. And I go into the PetSmart and I get my shit. I come out and my sister's like, you'll never guess who drove by. Like literally we see somebody every time we go out. It's a small town. And I'm like, who? And she's like, Roger. And Roger did not see her. And that's the thing. I've told you guys about this with the one-way seeing. When you see somebody and they don't see you back, usually it's something karmic, like it's something that you don't have to catch each other's eyes. One has to see the other because it just shows, like, I mean, honestly, Roger's an awful person. Like he'll just attack women. He doesn't give a fuck who you are. He doesn't have any respect for anybody. And that's just the way Roger's going to be because Roger's got money, which means I don't know why people who have money just act like assholes. I mean, because everybody does, but it seems like, the chip that people get on their shoulder because they got a little bit of money. And it's like, so now all of a sudden your shit doesn't stink. Like, I beg to differ. Okay. I beg to differ. So somebody really needs to, there's assumption. Assume you are a magician and start going with it. Okay, there's the Ace of Swords again. I don't think Spirit is lying to me, and I don't think they're lying to you. Okay, we haven't gotten the Ace of Swords in reverse yet. There's the Weeping Willow and Horrible Choice, which is me kind of thinking the way that I see this is if somebody can wimp and cry, and that's going to be the worst choice possible because they want you to get up and get magical, not sit at home and cry. And cry over your losses or cry over what's happening. Like, I'm sorry if something's going on. I'm definitely not trying to take away your feelings towards anything or whatever. But Spirit is saying this resonates to get out there, get socializing, okay, get in your magician and start making some powerful shit happen and stop being scared of it because there's definitely somebody who has a lot of fear. Okay. And there's no reason for it. It's false evidence that's appearing to somebody real. Like they can't do something when, yeah, you can. I'm here to tell you, you can. Okay. Well, Spirit's here to tell you. I'm just the messenger. Okay. There's the Uranus energy with the lightning bolt and the Book of Answers. Like I said, if somebody is just starting to use their magic, it is going to work wonders for you because you're new. Okay, you're using your powers, your new blood, like I said, right? So you've got, it's like the way that I can describe it, if you've seen the Twilights, is when they change Bella, and Bella's like, the smallest, scrawniest thing in the family, but when she turns into a vampire, because she's new blood, she has strength like never before. It's like that. Okay, there's torture. Somebody's definitely, they need change. Okay, and I don't know how you're expecting it to change. And the universe is like, if you don't have any answers on how to change your future, start doing magic, bitches, warlocks and witches and all around, the wizards and everything, all right? Pull your magical side out and just at least start trying. Okay, there's good distractions. I really feel like as you start doing this, it's going to really distract you well. Plus, if somebody has really close relatives that have deceased, okay, those, especially if they were guardians, those ghosts around you are going to help you with your third eye as well, because they're the ones that will be helping communicate with you. Okay, so if you think that like you see your dad, or if like you think you see your mom, or you think you hear them, You do. Okay. And it's honestly at this point in time, it's best to like not even tell people about it, because unless you're comfortable with being called crazy, then don't talk about it. If you don't care what people say to you about things, then start talking. And you will realize if you do start talking about how you're talking to the dead, people might just start kind of dropping like flies in your life, because it's a really weird thing to do. But spirit will promote less people around you, because the less people you have around you, the more focus that you have on your life and not a bunch of other people's. Okay, so there's cold and the sea turtle. And I know this is going to be the alert card. Yeah, it sticks to everything. I don't know why. When you touch it, it's not sticky at all, but it sticks to the back of a card. And then I always know whatever it's stuck to, you're getting a message. So with the sea turtle, I always consider the sea turtle, you know, they don't really move fast. They just kind of move with the current. They can move fast. Turtles can fucking move. Okay. But they can also really only move in water. When they're on land, they can run, but not as good as they can go in water. Actually, I don't know. It depends what kind of turtle it is. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, we're getting off track about turtles. This has nothing to do about turtles. But anyways, with the sea turtle, it usually signifies a period of time that you're just going to kind of go with the flow. Okay. And with the alert and the cold, I feel like there is possibly a moment where you might go cold on a lot of people. You might not really be too quick to write back to people right now and to get in touch with people right now, because I feel like this is somebody's time to really do some shit on their own. And now I'm getting an Eminem song. I think it's called Beautiful. Yeah. In the beginning, everybody has a private world where they can be alone. Are you calling me? Are you trying to get through? Okay, because I'm reaching out for me. Are you reaching out for you? Okay, so this is, I swear, you might want to listen to the song Beautiful by Eminem. There might be some kind of message in there, because I do feel like the spirits are reaching out for you. Like I do. I'm looking at the little elephant. Like I feel like they're reaching out for you. Like I feel like somebody is, even if you're alone, you know, in your house, spirits got your back. Like you're not alone. There's things around you. There's beings around you. And maybe you just don't trust that somebody is really there, and they are. Spirits always around you. I mean, I was watching this documentary on this lady that died, and she died, and okay, all she can remember, because she was a kid, all she can remember was she was trapped in a car, and her parents had died, and she was in the back seat, and she said for sure she thought she was dead, but she said this. I'm getting goosebumps all over my body. This white being stayed beside her the entire time. And the thing is whatever this white being was, it actually was going up to the road to try to flash somebody. And it took hours. But I mean, they only knew it took hours. The little girl didn't know how long she was sitting there. She was going in and out of consciousness. And because they were so pulled off the road in a ditch that nobody would have ever seen them. And this poor little girl was alive, but she was dying. This white being actually went up to the road and got somebody's attention. It flashed somebody so bad that they were almost forced to kind of, you know, slow down and stop. And it was right where they stopped was the white being. And that's exactly where the car was. So all somebody had to do was just look in the ditch, and they would see the headlights or the backlights. Yeah. Are those the backlights, right? Your brake lights. They would see the brake lights. But if you just kept going, nobody was seeing them, even in the pitch black. And even on the documentary, the person that got pulled over by the white being said, "A white light stopped me." And when the driver said that the white light had stopped him, and when the little girl woke up in the hospital, she said, "What happened to my mommy? Where's the white light?" And that was I guess it was her mom that was standing there beside her as a dead being. So her mom sacrificed her life, because if she hadn't have done that, if her mom hadn't have died, there would have been no ghost there to make somebody stop on the road. I mean, how does that shit happen? I have goosebumps all over my body right now, to the point they're on my ass cheeks, and it actually hurts. The goosebumps are so high in my skin right now. So I don't know who needs to hear a story about a ghost, okay? But they're with you. They're always with you. They've got your fucking back, okay? So if somebody needed to hear that a ghost was with them, and like, I mean, in this ghost, I mean, whoever they are, they might make the magic happen for you. Okay, so take it or leave it if it resonates, people. What are we at? 444. Nice. That's an angelic number I saw today. Let's read what 444 means, because I saw that today and that was kind of like, I didn't say anything because, was that my fucking landlord? I didn't say anything because the 222 came up and I was like, hey, that's enough angel numbers, I guess, for all of us. Oh, oh, fuck off. All right. So 444, the spiritual meaning behind 444, that you are surrounded by guardian angels. Offering protection, guidance, and support. It acts as a wake-up call, confirming you are on the right path, prompting you to build a stable foundation for your future and trust in your personal journey. You see the kind of magic that happens on this channel? Okay, it's magical as fuck. So believe in magic, because it is trying to show you how powerful it really is. Okay, literally surrounded by guardian angels as I'm talking about a fucking mother who saved her daughter's life by dying. Talk about a guardian angel. Okay, wow, Spirit blows my mind. I always give them mad props when they blow my mind, because let me tell you, it's not easy to blow my mind. It's easy to piss me off and, you know, realize that we're in such a neglectful, awful world. But to blow my mind, it's usually only Spirit that can do it, because humans are such a fucking letdown. All right. Okay. What the F? Oh, here. I have too many fucking tarot decks. Okay, so I've been finally watching the finale of Stranger Things. I'm like 1,700 months behind. So I'm finally finishing it off, and I still say that the first season was by far the best. I don't even know what I'm watching at this point in time. I feel like I haven't watched it for a while, because I'm like, what the fuck is Vecna and this house and these people? And then I remembered he was, oh my God. And I'm like, I can't watch it again. But anyway, Stranger Things has been really coming up, okay? Because I'm finally finishing it, and obviously I've had the deck for years, okay? But it only communicates with me at certain times. And I'm getting the Demigorgon right now, and the Demigorgon Will is telepathically connecting with in his mind now. He can actually see through the Demigorgon's eyes. He can see through Vecna's eyes, and it is kind of a code of like, people can see through your eyes, okay? Maybe that's possibly why I have my sunglasses on right now. I don't really know, but like, my eyes are definitely kind of like sensitive right now, and I don't want them out. And like, there's a lot of magic that can be done through your eyes, so just be careful. All right. First card down, 2 of dice. 2 of swords. I'm trying to get away from somebody. Someone's trying to get away from somebody. Somebody's following them. Ah! There's Elle. Elle shows up right away with the moon energy. She's going to try to block. It's almost like, okay, so I recently worked with a coven of witches, and one of them, the simulation with one of them, these are very, very powerful people, and I wasn't really sure what exactly was going on, but I knew I had to work with them for a certain reason. So, and we've been working together. I'm not a part of their coven, but I've been working with them for over 20 years now. So they're women that I do trust. So we started doing magic. Okay. And, one of the, witches, not the head witch, but one of them, one of the more powerful ones, who's actually even found me in my day-to-day life. That's how powerful she is. She actually found me when I was working somewhere, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing here? And she's like, Whitney. And I'm like, okay. So the whole world is going to suddenly combust because me and her just found each other in real life. What the fuck? Besides going to the coven. So anyways, and this was the one, she came in to my dreams, and I knew it was her, but I couldn't see her, but I could feel her energy. She came in as like this energy, like almost like this energy kind of storm cloud, right? Most likely using the power of the moon because it was night, and she confronted something and dismembered them. Told them, and the power of her voice was like, it sent shivers through me because I didn't know that's what was going to be the end of everything, like that's why we had to start everything, was because of that. It was, and I can't really get into too much detail about it, but all I can say is she stopped something dead in its tracks. Okay. And I'm getting that with Elle because Elle's power, okay, is she can stop things dead, that she uses her telekinesis, right? Her telekinesis is very strong, and she can move things and she can operate things, which is what some people actually can do. It's not some type of superhuman power. It really is. Well, it is a superhuman power, but it's not like it's only in movies. Like, people actually can do things with their minds. The power of the mind, again, with like the magician energy in the beginning, is somebody needs to realize their power. And Elle, it takes Elle quite a while to actually figure out how far she can go. But the thing is, she's always willing to push herself. Even in the last season, she wants to do things, and Hopper's the one stopping her. Hopper always has to stop her, because she'll go in front of her father. Well, right? She'll go in front of her guardian to protect them, when her guardian steps in front of her and says, what the fuck are you doing? It's my job to protect you. But Elle knows she's more powerful. Okay. So with the first card being the Two of Swords, I feel like, because this is the game that they're playing. Okay. It's like Dungeons and Dragons or something. Okay. The reason, so he's trying to make a move, right? So then this guy can stop following him. Okay, but he doesn't know where to go. He's trying to follow the map, but he knows that this thing is right here. So he's trying to make a point of separation. He's trying to get the demon to go one way so then he can go the other way, right? And I do, if there has been something possibly following you, then this is the energy that's going to stop it. Okay. And then with the 10 of Cups being the last, it's almost like you're jumping over something. Okay. You're able to jump over whatever this person has been doing to you, and you're able to stop them, or something is going to stop them. It could even just be the power of the moon. It could be you opening up your powers and choosing to defend yourself. And that defense is going to work. Because that's the thing, is like you can start off by trying to do anything. It's all, magic is, it's not a straight line. Okay, there's the Three of Swords. Okay, with the Grave. So the Two of Swords and then the Three of Swords on the outside. So maybe, actually, you know what? I do feel like that is possibly this thing being put to rest now. It's dead. Okay, because somebody stopped it and then made some type of ramp so you could just jump over it. Okay, so there definitely was something lined up. Like this could be somebody's magic. This could be, I don't know, whatever this being is that's following somebody, whatever that's a part of. I mean, that they're their own game piece. It's not like they're both on the same spectrum. There's the Ace of Wands. Light bulb. Turn that light on. You might see like, okay, I had to realize there are different beings that charge themselves off electricity. Okay, what they end up doing is they try to get that surge of energy, and what they'll do is they'll start to unplug. They'll start to unplug bulbs. Right? See how that's just one lit up? They'll start to unplug them, and then that's why like you ever see like street lights flashing or those fluorescent lights flashing places. That's because the bulb has come loose. Okay, but it's not some type of weird phenomena. Okay, there's absolutely no reason why a light bulb should become undone unless it's being undone. Okay, which means what these spirits end up doing, they've got a little bit of energy, they'll unscrew the light bulb, and then not enough to shut the light bulb off. Okay, because they still need the power from it. So they lightly undo it, and then they'll shove their energy between the light bulb and the electricity source. And this has happened to me quite a bit, and it's also happened to my sister. There is some type of electrical being that has followed us around, and what it does is it waits while we're just about to fall asleep, and then it'll zap us in our heads. And suddenly it kind of hurts. It's almost like, I mean, it's definitely not as bad as a taser, but it's like a surge because they take all that energy from the electricity and they shock people. Okay, so if you've ever been laying in your bed at night and you're just about to fall asleep or whatever it is, and you suddenly feel a shock, it's usually to your head. Okay, that is some type of demon. Okay, of electricity demon that's following you around, zapping you and stealing your energy. Okay, so be careful of that. I don't really know what to do about it, but I do clear my energy after that happens. Okay, it actually happened to me the other night, literally not last night, but the night before. It zapped me in the head just as I was about to fall asleep. And it's so aggravating because if you ever have problems sleeping, you know that part right before you're going to fall asleep, that lucid dream where it's like you can't really feel your body and you're awake, but you're not really awake. It seems to be at that moment in time, you'll get a demon fuck with you right then, and it'll shoot you out of your bed because they don't want you to fall asleep because they want to fuck with you. Okay, so there is, I forget what her name is, but she's actually proving to be quite a smart little cookie. She seems to know a lot of things. She actually even put together that Will was he was almost like the seeing eyes of the Demigorgon. Like she broke it down to Will, because we all have signals, right? That we send. And so Will's signal, because the Demigorgon had already hurt him, he had a connection with it. And the connections that we build with people are not always sexual, right? It's not always that contact. It can be a lot of other things. It can be simply like a shake of the hand, some type of mouth word contract or something like, yeah, okay, we'll do this together. Doesn't always necessarily mean that you have to be sexually active with somebody in order to have an open telepathy bond with them or a connection with them. Okay, you can have connections with people, with anybody around the world. You can have connections with a lot of people, and she's figuring that out. She figures out that Will is connecting with something that is not good. Okay. So there is this sense of whatever this is, whatever this demon is that's following somebody around, there is a sense of like he's following you around because he's in your mind and he's watching you, and he knows where you're going because he's seeing life through your eyes. And you'll know if there's a demon in you by how you act. Okay, if you do rage, okay, that's usually not yourself. That's usually something else taking over. That's the devil in control of somebody. Okay, so this demon wants control of somebody for sure, but it seems like this could be somebody's psyche, right? Is blocking them out, not allowing this thing to get into their head. Could be something like that too, and they're mad. So they're stalking you because they can't get inside of you. Whatever it is, it's dead. Okay, that's how it's coming out. 1001 on the clock. Okay, something is dead. This thing is dead. Yeah, see, okay. So that's where Will's mom, aka Elena Pierce, she's trying to contact Will, and Will's in another dimension, and she sets up the lights. Okay, so then Will in another dimension will touch the light and give her the answer. Okay, so I do feel like, and because the 10 of Wands was in reverse, I do feel like this is her trying to communicate and getting through. This would be her trying to communicate and Will not being able to get through. So therefore, Will's technically the thing on the other side. This demon is technically the thing on the other side. He is trying to communicate with you. He is trying to get the signals from you, but at the same time, you're not picking up the signals that he's attached to your energy. And I also don't think you're allowing him in your mind. I think somehow you're keeping him out of your head, but he's in your body. But your mind is a completely different vessel. Ooh, yeah, the Hangman. This is where that guy, he plays his guitar and he distracts all the demigorgons, and he distracts all the energy to come to him while the kids get away. Okay, and again, that's how I'm feeling with this moon energy. I mean, it is giving off a very strong Pisces energy, but it's also giving off a very strong, like I said, it started off with the Coven of Witches. It is, and I mean, Coven of Witches do great things. Okay, like I know we talk about it a lot in a very negative spectrum because there are a lot in the negative realm, but there are a lot of very powerful people out there that would be considered witches or of magic, and they can do very powerful things with their minds. Okay, it's not hard to do. That's what I said. It's dedication and it's believing what you're doing. Okay, so with the 2 of Scoops and the 7 of Cups, it's like something's no longer going to be a fantasy. It's going to be reality. It's going to be something that's going to be offered to you now, because the fantasy of them being able to get in and fuck with you again is gone because it's been blocked. Okay. Like I do feel like somebody sacrificed for you. Somebody has done something to put the energy or the attention onto them so you can get away. It's like maybe this is the Hangman energy that's stopping this demon, right? It's going to, now you're going to get some type of distraction. Somebody's going to distract this evilness from following you around. That's powerful. That's power. That's magic. The Empress, there she is again. With the baseball bat in the world. Thing is that she becomes willing to kick ass to anything in order to save her child's life. Okay, she's willing to do whatever she needs to for Will. She will put her life on the line so that her kid can get away. Okay, so that's the thing is there could be somebody, this could be some type of death prophecy where one of your parents ends up dying, which was the angel message that I just said. One of your parents might take the hit for you. They decide to die, so then you don't. Or they'll take the demon away from you. There's the Tower. I'm telling you, someone's willing to take the heat for you. The Hierophant. Oh my God, that's so cute. When they take him to the carnival, he's never been to a carnival. Or he hasn't been to a carnival for a while. Anyways, he gets 2 corn dogs like right away and thinks it's the greatest thing in the world. I love that character. I forget what his name is. He's such an awesome character. Oh, so yeah, I do feel like somebody is taking the hit. Okay, so then somebody's kid can get away. And there's Will. I mean, that is literally what happens to Will when he gets transformed and gets put into the, what do they call it? The underneath or the upside down? Okay, when just before he gets put into the upside down. And like, I love the color of this for one. And I know it's representing like the boy and the girl spectrum of like possibly you might not be a kid anymore, but there was a time when you were a kid, okay? And if your parents died when you were a kid, it's because they sacrificed their life for you, so then you wouldn't get the same demon following you around as they did. Okay, or this is a prophecy of somebody's parent dying, so then their kid can live. I mean, either or, great story. Woo, look at that. Red flag. Red flag. There's a huge warning. Like something has been told to back the fuck off of you. Okay. And it's a little bit of a mixture of all 3 of these people. Okay. They all kind of seem to be each playing a role with having your back. Okay. In some way. And I love Steve. Steve is one of my favorite characters. He loves Nancy so much, but he has to give Nancy up. Okay, so I do feel like this is, some type of connection of the person that is going to start defending you. If they're not already doing it. 6 of Cups. Okay, this is the same carnival, okay, but it's actually him that's never seen a carnival before. I see how... I mean, my God, they're almost the exact same fucking card. Okay, I was thinking of this guy. I think his name's Ari or something. I was thinking of this guy. Well, he showed up anyways, so bada boom, bada bang. I heard it again, somebody's life's going to change, and like things are going to change, all right? Like, especially if you have been waiting for change is coming. There's the Sun, there's Dustin. Oh, see, Nancy starts dating this guy, okay, which is Will's brother. He is an emotional wreck. He cries a lot. Okay, but he's very connected to his heart, and that's just who he is. He cries. Okay, some men cry. Okay, there's nothing to be ashamed about it. There's the Sun, there's Dustin. Okay, so the Sun has come out. Dustin is always that charismatic, wonderful character that comes out. He does his hair. Oh man, this is prom night. He does his hair all nice, and Steve teaches him how to use hairspray. Because Dustin doesn't know what he's doing. All right, so I mean, something's been stopped, okay? And like your looks might start to change, and you might start caring about the way that you look and finding a new group of friends and adventuring again. There's Mike. Man, there's the Wheel of Fortune. There's Hopper. There's the Emperor. And the 2 of Strands from the 1 of Strands. Okay, so honestly, I do feel like there's some type of change that's going to happen now. Like somebody might end up moving soon somewhere. The Wheel of Fortune. Again, a lot coming in. Okay, and these are just analogies, so take it if it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. But ooh, there's Death with the King. Nice. Okay, so I mean, follow the yellow brick road. Okay, follow your nose, follow something that you want to do and open yourself up to it. I mean, it's the Ace of Wands. It's a good opportunity if it matches somebody. It seems like there's going to be some type of adventure that's going to be taken that you've never done before, you've never experienced, because this thing isn't following you around anymore, stopping you from growing. The wheel has turned. And when the wheel turns, that means that somebody got kicked out. Alrighty, people. So thank you for the likes. Thank you for subscribing if you did. Thank you for being here and showing up and being a part of this reading. I much appreciate everybody that's on there. Like I said, I cannot see what you guys are writing, but I love it, and I will read it all probably tomorrow. And I think I'll be around tomorrow. I think I'll be around. Oh my God. I think I'll be around tomorrow. So if not, have a wonderful couple of days, people. And thank you to everybody here. Thank you to my moderator. What up, Steven? Thank you for doing everything. And to your question yesterday, no, I could not see the screen. You asked, and obviously I did not answer. I didn't even see it. And I can't really see anything right now. I think that's Sarah. What up, everybody? Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you later. All right. Peace out, everybody. Thank you for liking the video. I very much appreciate it.